I just got asked a really good question inside GTG. How did I find that cookie trade setup when there's thousands of tokens every single day? This video is about how I find trade setups like cookie overnight. So firstly, I come to something like Bybit, okay? And what I look at, and this is where I trade because liquidity is so good. So if you want to trade on Bybit, sign up down below. In the US, use Hyperliquid because it can be used in the US. Now, if you can see here, what I look for, I go by tracking the percentages, right? So I look at, okay, well, what is a trade currently that, or a token, not even a trade, what is a token that has outperformed on high time frames or even low time frames to the downside or to the upside? Because usually that allows me to find something that's probably overextended one way or another and therefore counter trade that current move. So this is how I found Cookie the other day. Cookie was up 25% when the rest of the market was only up about 10%, 5%, for a lot of altcoins. I then established that, okay, well, hold on a minute. If I look at structure first, is there something for me to trade here? I then use our framework, which, as I said in the free guide, the second step is narrative. I understood that the narrative is, well, Cookie is an InfoFi product token. InfoFi is literally dead. Twitter is hating on it. Well, if this pumped, well, then it's inevitably going to come back down, right? So I understood the narrative, I understood the fundamentals, but then I was like, okay, well, structure needs to find me an entry, and it allows me to execute my trade. So what I looked at here was I zoomed out. Okay, so I looked at high time frame levels, okay? Ignoring all of my trending indicators, ignoring RSI, I just look purely at price for step number one. Before you go any further, guys, you're literally doing yourself a disservice by not at least having a go inside GTG. We have been nothing but consistent. We focus intently on education. Our 4-step framework that took me 10 years to understand and therefore deliver to our community and embed it in our learning modules. It literally allows you to trade with freedom, trade with understanding, and we're transparent, okay? No trader wins 100% of the time, but we are always learning. We're always growing inside the GTG community. So at least give it a go. If you are not at least going to give it a go, come to my website, gtg.education. Link is literally right there, and go all the way to the bottom. Opt into this email, and I give you our framework guide for free. I identified this FVG, okay? This weekly FVG between this candle and this candle here, all right? That is that large green box that we find here. Now, the important part about swing trading, even scalp trading as well, is you need to zoom out first and then zoom in, okay? If you don't understand where price is on high time frames, then you're really guessing when it comes to low time frames. So always zoom out first and then zoom in. Then I went to the 3-day, okay? This 3-day has a gap here, an FVG, okay? Again, I educate you in the learning modules about what a fair value gap is. 3-day and why it's importantly. The 3-day had this gap here, as you can see, over on the side, and that was my next level. Then we went to the daily, okay? Then I had a look at the daily, all right? And what we noticed is that it also has a gap here between 0.2 or 0.0239 and about 0.0242, all right? That was my levels. Now, I was a little bit late to this liquidity move. I got in a little bit later. I think my entry was around this 222 or 225 level, all right? But what I realized was that, okay, well, not only was narrative quite bearish, and the fact that this token pumped made no sense to me, but it grabbed the important liquidity above all of these highs. It grabbed the important liquidity on a weekly, on a 3-day, and a daily level. We have confluence there. It then started to correct, okay? So you got exhaustion here. You notice here as well on stochastic momentum on the 4-hour, we were overextended. This indicator also allows me to have volatility. This red here shows me that this aggressive move up was also in alignment with volatility. Now, naturally, when volatility expands and you have a big price action move, either to the upside or the downside, it often reverses quite quickly from that area. And what you can see here is that price did do exactly that. Now, as you can see, I got into the entry around here. My stop loss was above this highs. I was protecting myself, okay? I very much prefer to have really clean risk management, okay? So my stop loss was above this high. I'm now targeting back towards these lows for a risk to reward of 2.4. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, Greeny, 2.4 sucks. That's not a great trade. Dude, you do this every single week. You can compound your gains consistently, making wealth. Okay, that's how trading works. It's all about a consistent trading process, consistent trading plan, which we help build for you inside GTG. And that allows you to compound your wealth over time. As you can see, I got into this trade. Okay, now, I mean, if I wanted to be a little bit more risk on, I could have put my stop loss above this high, and that dramatically changes the risk to reward. It just depends on your risk management system, how you like to trade, where you like to trade, okay, where your invalidation is. Now, sure enough, we have started to break back below into this range that we previously had. I think it's an 8-hour range from memory. Candles rejecting here, candles rejecting here, and consequently the same on the downside where support is, okay? Distribution below, Okay, distribution, 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 retest, distribution, 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 and now back into the range. Okay, so my next high time frame level would be the mid range target here. Then I'm watching, okay, well, does it reclaim and start to be bullish, probably get out of the trade, or does it do something like this, undertest, retest, and go all the way down to the bottom? Now, if Bitcoin continues to show weakness here, then I think this trades back towards the bottom and potentially even lower. So I'll be holding at least 20% of the trade lower once it starts to trade back towards the range lows. Now, if I come and have a really quick look on something like what we're looking at right now. So let me just scrap this because I just did this live with GTG. All right. So what I'm doing right now is looking, okay, well, what's something that's pumped right now? Okay, what is some of these high outperforming tokens that have pumped right now? Okay, Siren. I already know that Siren is some AI narrative. It's a meme coin. I'm probably not really interested in looking for it per se. Okay, you could go through and do this again. Okay, what is Bard? What is Hue? What is Rome? What is Kite? What is Humor? Okay, conversely, flip it. Excuse me. Flip it and have a look at what's dumped the most. Okay, River. I've traded River in the past before as well. But if we come and have a look, okay, well, why is it dumping or what is it doing? Now, high time frames show me, okay, we've got exhaustion here. We clearly have high time frames reaching high levels of RSI. So naturally, you are going to correct. But we're looking for a scalp trade opportunity because it's dumped really aggressively over the last 24 hours, all right? Down 19%. Okay, that gives you opportunity. So let's go down the 4 hour. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Here is manipulation 101 in a chart, all right? You have a 4 hour FVG here. Again, order block. And what you notice here is that price respected the shit out of this level. Again, if you want to know what an order block is, how to identify an order block, how to identify FVG gaps, okay, check out GTG. I literally explain this to you, to teach this to you with many tutorials every single day. Now, what we're looking at here is a 4 hour level. Now, most people would start to see this structure break here and think, well, hold on a minute, Greeny, this is going to go lower. That is not how price works. We call this a liquidity sweep, a manipulation event, a distribution below previous lows, and then a reversal back towards the where the value of price is, right? So let's dive in a little bit deeper. If I'm looking at a 4 hour order block, I definitely want to be below the 15-minute candle or potentially on the 15-minute chart, okay? So what I'm looking at here is exactly what I just explained. We had manipulation. So this is essentially people piling in late, looking for shorts because they think that we've broken this low and now we're going to go lower. That's not how it works. So we wait for this liquidity sweep to occur or this move to play out and wait for that confirmation signal. Now, naturally, you really want to see either a retest from this low back to at least the 618 or the 705 Fibonacci level, or at least in a structure sense, give us a higher low confirmation, close a 15-minute candle above the 4 hour region, and then that's your signal to go. So for me here, as you can see, this is our 4 hour level that we just identified just before. I would have looked for a trade like this. Okay, this is very similar to the cookie trade that I just took overnight. All right. And what I'm looking for is, okay, well, I want to see either a pullback into those fibs. I think this only pulled back into around the 0.5 fibs. So if we have a look here, yeah, it only pulled back into the 0.5 fibs. So, I mean, if you want to trade specifically, you usually want to be trading into this zone for your pullbacks. Okay, extensions, bottom of the range, that's usually a much better and cleaner liquidity sweep. Alternatively, you can trade with confirmation, all right? And what I mean by confirmation is this purple box here is our 4 hour order block. What I'm watching is now, okay, well, if I get a 15-minute closure above that 4 hour order block, okay, 4 hour order block, and it's a higher low, not only in wicks, but in structure, okay, candle structure, then that is my confirmation for an entry. All right, so that's my entry. My stop loss now, okay, depending on the risk, all right, you can put your stop loss below this low because I have seen many times where this moves up, grabs that low, and actually does come up and continue the move after, right? Depends how you want to trade it. If you're more risk on, you would probably have your stop loss below this low here, and then you're targeting up here, and I'll talk about my targets very shortly. But what you could do is have a safer long here, okay? But then you stop loss here, sorry, below that low. But then you need to have a higher TP. So if you are scalp trading, I mean that's an order block just there on the 15-minute as well. So that could be a level that we could target as well, okay, in time. But as you can see, the risk reward is 2. Like that's still clean, that's very nice. But a lot of scalp traders prefer to have a higher risk reward, naturally towards 3 or 4 R&R. So in theory, if you wanted to be a little bit more risk on, okay, with this scalp trade, you'd have your stop loss here. And we'd be starting to think about where we could put our take profit target. So my first take profit target would be just to purely treat this as a range, okay? There's your range low, there's your range high, order block to order block on the 4 hours, okay? And then your mid-range is probably around there, all right? Maybe a slightly lower, okay? So that's your mid-range. That would be a profit target number 1. It's just the mid-range of this 4 hour order block extension, all right? My second TP would be ideally this 4-hour order block, which will definitely probably hit in the coming hours. You just need to stay patient and let this trade take out. Alternatively, there's other ways to identify levels. Okay, so if this is our entry down here, okay, on this 15-minute close, again, you need to be tapped into your screens to watch this. We have our stop loss below this low. Okay, where else could I look for a target? Okay, we had an aggressive volatile move. That's what we established. This is down 20% in just the past 24 hours. That means there's highly going to be, or areas of interest where there is going to be liquidity imbalances of price. We call those FVGs, okay? So what I'm looking for here is a gap. So as you can see here, we literally have a gap from this wick to that wick, and that potentially could be our level of interest for a particular take profit target as well. Again, you could target the bottom side, you could target the middle of the FVG. Usually I like to see the middle of FVGs taking place or order blocks taking place. It's not always going to be that, okay? But I mean, you could target the bottom side, okay? Let's just target the bottom side for easy sake here. The bottom side of this 4-hour FVG from a 4-hour order block trade, executing on a 15-minute trade, and you could have walked away with a 4.8 risk to reward. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is exactly how I found this trade on Cookie and how I'm up. Where am I? Where is this trade right now? If we're scrolling by bit. I'm up 2x on this trade, okay? With a 1% allocation, $200. I've already made 200. I've taken 25% off the table, so I'm walking away with, hopefully, if this trade's all the way back down to my lower levels, hopefully I walk away with maybe even a $1,000 trade. So we'll wait and see. But that's exactly how I find trades like this. Use structure, use the GTG framework, the 4-step framework that I teach in the GTG community to execute day trading every single day. Join us in our community. We've been nothing but consistent since 2023. I hope you guys learned something today. If you want to learn a little bit more, come to the website, sign up for this free guide, okay? It's like a 6-page PDF document that'll teach you a little bit about how we identify these trades, how we trade, how to manage trades, how to be consistent in trading. But the full package is GTG Premium. GTG Lite gives you a little bit sneak peek, but GTG Premium unlocks absolutely everything. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash the sub, smash the like, and enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys in the next one.